What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Money Grand National Series here on YouTube. This week we're on NBC, and we will be on NBC, carrying us out through the rest of the season. We are back at the Daytona International Speedway, where we kick things off for round 2 at the big 2.5 mile rather, super speedway oval. The Andre the Giant, really the big show. Yeah, I guess you could say the Andre the Giant of racetracks. Talladega would be more like the Giant Gonzalez, except, you know, if Giant Gonzalez was talented and could actually move around a lot, you know. But anyway, we've got a full field on hand, and we're getting ready to kick things off. Todd Cleaver is your pole sitter with the 38 of Jason Leffler to his outside. And you got Kyle Busch and his teammate Denny Hamlin. Carl Edwards rounds out the top 5 with Brian Vickers to his outside. Pace car leading the field. They're spread quite a ways apart. That's just to avoid stacking up on the starts and restarts and big wrecks in the turn 1. Doesn't prevent it always, but does kind of help the cause a little bit. Sorry if y'all just heard that. We're getting ready to go green though. Pace car is about to make that hard left turn on the pit road. There it goes. We got a car in the back having issues, but never mind them. The green flag is waving. We're racing at Daytona. And back there, that is, I believe, the 85 of Casey Atwood. Yeah, Atwood having problems. Big trouble for championship contender. Down in the 1 and 2, the Gibbs boys immediately get hooked up and work together to get out in front of the field here from Daytona. As now Denny Hamlin will move down to the bottom. Kyle Busch blocking the top. Hamlin now will go to the lead as nobody went to the high side. And now here comes Edwards making it 3 wide on the inside for the race lead, Carl Edwards. And he's got a push from his teammate. That's Eric Darnell in the 6th. Then the 2 Roush boys go into the front. Now Edwards moves up to block the high lane. Darnell down low at the line. It's going to be Edwards leading at the stripe. Darnell doesn't have good help behind. Not yet. Help is coming in the form of Brian Vickers in the 32. If he could get back down to the bottom of the racetrack. The 85 seems to have had a loose wheel or something. Had to come down to pit road and tighten it up. He's back out on the racetrack now and already looking at going a lap down here. Heading down the back straightaway yet again. Look how the field has already kind of got its own little pack formed up here. As they bunch them up, heading through 3 and 4. Off the turn number 4, getting a great flyby. And then we got a second pack further back for the cars that aren't quite as on pace, and Chris Mack is going to go almost around. He saves it. Can he merge back on the track safely? No, he can't. Big wreck in turn 1, and it's going to get even worse. We got a bunch of cars flying in. One just turned over. It's Bobby Labonte, and it's a huge crash here from Daytona. Caution is out. Man, that got bad very quick. Tony Raines out in front, leading us back to the caution flag. We made it 2 laps before the big one struck. And already most of the field getting wiped out in this one. Raines will lead us back to the caution flag. Brendan Gaughan P2. Let's go back and see what happened there. Chris Mack got shuffled out, tried to force his way back in line, and just wasn't enough space. See what happened here. Goodness, I can't find the right angles. There we go. So Chris Mack in the 97 following the 62, everybody on the inside line kind of upped the racetrack a little bit. Bobby Labonte decides to force the issue, takes him 4 wide. He goes down. He's on the yellow line right here. He's going to bounce up off the yellow line, but he's holding his line relatively well. Mack and the 20 are making contact. That's going to get the 97 a little bit sideways, brings him down the racetrack. No, I'm not controlling the 97 this time. It's just purely the AI by coincidence. The 97 gets loose, comes down the track across the nose at the 21. Does a great job saving it down in the grass. Unfortunately, trying to avoid getting that pit road penalty. And he's going to try to merge back up into the racetrack. So he's not going to be able to avoid getting on the pit road, but I think race control will let that slide because he was out of control and saving the race car. And he did actually technically miss the pit exit there. And then, if we watch it again here, just trying to get back up into the racetrack, probably thinks he's clear. He is not. Comes back up across the nose of the 21 yet again. And that sends him into the field. Around goes Kyle Busch. Look at Kyle Busch up on 2 wheels there, almost turned over. The 97 goes way down the racetrack. Luckily, he's finally able to gather it up and save it. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for these 4 cars up here. Kyle Busch, Bobby Labonte, Carl Edwards, and Brad Keselowski go around in front of a steaming pack of cars here. Oncoming traffic, and you see that 11 got into the back of the 61, sent him sideways, as well as the 5, who had nowhere to go. Look at Labonte. Oh, man. Gets hit in the window net just about. Really more in the door, luckily, but almost that was really close to being catastrophic for Labonte. As he went upside down. Oh, and the game crashed. Lovely. Okay, well, be right back. Okay, I'm back, and we're going to watch the wreck play out one last time. Hopefully it doesn't crash NR again from how violent the wreck was. Goodness gracious, man, look at that. Pure chaos down in turn 1. Took out most of the field right there. That's the reason for the first caution of the night. Actually turned into a red flag, but cleanup is about over with here, so let's get things back underway, shall we? Green flag back in the air. And oh boy, one problem with the reduced caution lengths is that cars will exit pit road right in front of the leaders, and we had one car, that was David Strimmy, get hooked down low to avoid merging right into the field, and it's a good thing that happened because that could have been really bad, but luckily they're going to stay as low as they possibly can, let the pack roar by up high. But that is an issue with me shortening the caution length, but hey, I'm trying to get as many laps, green flag laps in as I can, especially with how many wrecks there are. I don't want to spend all race under caution. Tony Raines coming back to the line. Justin Allgaier, recent first-time winner. Peeking his way, his nose in there, trying to work. Goodness, I cannot commentate today. Trying to work his way in the second. Here comes the 32 to the bottom, making it 3 wide. Brian Vickers. Allgaier has no help in the middle now. Looks like the 38 of Leffler is going to go with it. Leffler instead looks like he's trying to get down to the bottom, and that's exactly what he does. Goes down to the inside with his teammate, his Brown Racing teammate, in the 32 car. Now, these two get hooked up, and they get a big run underneath Raines. Raines couldn't block it, and now here comes Brian Vickers to the race lead. Jason Leffler still right there on his rear bumper. Leffler did his time. Full time in the MG Cup Series. Didn't quite work out for him. Now he's back here in the Grand National Series. Luckily, the Grand National Series started up the season after he got kicked out of his ride at JGR. So he had a place to go. Didn't just fade into obscurity. Here comes the 29, though. Who's in the 29 this week? That's Stephen Light, the rookie, with a run down low. And As I mentioned at the beginning of the season, I know these rosters not very accurate to... Did a car just blink out, or am I tripping? I know I'm not tripping, right? Okay, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm tripping. How about Todd Cleaver coming back with another run? Cleaver on the bottom. Comes to 38 up high. One car further back having an issue, dropping onto the apron. That is Tim Andrews in the 31. Seems like that car is no longer under power. Yeah, that thing definitely blew up. He's trying to coast it back around the track. Will he make it around the pit road? I think he can. He's down on the apron. If he can just put that, if he can hold a clutch or, put that thing in neutral. Obviously with no engine in it, might not make much of a difference, but anything can help if it's not an engine issue completely. Look at this, the top two have gotten hooked up and have pulled away from the pack, but now they've gotten separated a little bit. That's Leffler and Light out in front. Now that they've gotten separated, I'm expecting the field to reel them back in, as Todd Cleaver with the draft up high was starting to get a run, and now they're going for the lead, slowing each other down even more. This is going to allow the 6 of Eric Darnell to get the run that he needs, but he's going to move up high to try and block. Here comes Michael Annette underneath, as Annette was right on his bumper exiting the corner. Not too far-fetched to believe that 15 having his bumper in there might not have affected the air of that number 6 car. Remember, the track, even though it's been recently repaved, it is not very smooth like you'd expect. And here comes some lap traffic. The one thing you hate to see in these types of races, because the AI have no idea how to get by it. But we'll have to see how they manage. That's about how I expected that to go. Oh no, caution's out. Looks like race control decided not to deal with the lap traffic issues. We've seen a few problems here and there throughout the season in multiple divisions, so they didn't want to take that chance with the pack being as bunched up as it was there. So good call on race control there to throw the caution and try to let these lap cars catch back up to the tail end of the field rather than be merging from pit road. That'll give the field a little more time to race it out and get organized before catching the lap traffic. So good call there. Time to rack them up again. Green flag in the air. Took the lead on the restart, but now here comes Justin Allgaier to the inside. Allgaier now with the push from Tony Raines. Raines trying to pull off an upset here. He's been the one to watch, the underdog of the race out in front. How about the run from Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 17 car, getting a push now from the 32 of Brian Vickers, getting turned sideways by Vickers there. And that'll shuffle him out to the middle as the 17 opened the door a little bit. Vickers tried to stick his nose in there. Now it's up to Allgaier to lead the lanes. He moved up to block Raines. Now Raines goes down to the inside. What a move by Tony Raines to take the lead yet again. But now Well, he slide up and open the door for the 32. The 32's moving up. Reigns defending. And now the 32 dives down low. Reigns not going to risk throwing a crazy block there, as he knows with a smaller team like that, they can't afford to tear up a race car. How about young Trevor Bayne, a rookie? Only 17 years old. And unlike reality, we don't have an age limit here. If you're old enough to race a car and you have the skills, the talent you need, come on down to Daytona, Talladega. Run some plate races, get some experience under your belt. Trevor Bayne doing a great job here tonight. Almost said today, tonight. As you see the 32 pulling out from the field as they're 3 wide behind them. How about Casey Atwood up into the mix? Atwood in the 85 at the dive down pit road. Almost went a lap down early on. Was able to get back out on the track and catch a quick caution before falling a lap down. And now he's up in the second. Make that P3 at the line, but second place before Gahn got to his inside. Now falling back to P3 yet again. The 32 moves up to cover the run. Can he clear Gahn? Gahn has no help on the inside. Looks like he will clear the 62. No, he won't. The 38 doesn't know where to go. He's going to stay right on his rear bumper. The outside looking a little more formed up and organized at the moment, but we know that's going to change at any second. The 32 moving up the block yet again. Here comes the 6 to the inside of his teammate. And I don't think he wanted to go there, but his other teammate was pushing him so hard, I don't think he had a choice. 3 Roush cars in the top 10 right now. As Atwood gets shuffled out of line, here comes Leffler underneath. He's going to clear the outside. Can he move up and block the 85? Yes, he will. Brian Vickers continues to lead from Daytona. Here comes Jason Leffler yet again. Leffler, teammate to that 36 car, trying to keep those brown racing cars out in front and keep them in control of this race. We got a lap car coming up yet again. It's the same one, 37 of Brad Baker. About to fall another lap down. With the field racing as hard as it is, I don't think they could do another caution like they did. I don't know, they're starting to sort it out though. May have spoken too soon. Hold on. Baker is right there. Where are they gonna go? Leffler squeezes by. The rest of the field gets held up, and that might be a caution. If these guys don't wreck each other first, I thought Annette was gonna hook that 26 car. And they're able to split past them on the outside. Here comes Juan Pablo Montoya in the 42 as well. And no, we will not get a caution. Tony Reigns out in front. This is his opportunity. He is leading by a long shot here. Jason Leffler as well. 3 wide on the bottom. We'll get up to second. Coming to 5 laps to go this time by. We got a lot more lap traffic to negotiate. Uh-oh, Leffler squeezing by on the inside, using the lap car as a pick, and now he's way out ahead. The 3 other contenders for the win there got held up by lap traffic. Jason Leffler out on his own now, but the lead might be a little too big here. Or rather, it might not be big enough for the gap that he has, being the solo car. If these guys back here can get formed back up, they'll run them down. And look at Allgaier and the 29 of Light, able to get past the lapper smoothly as well. They're going to get formed back up. It's going to be a 5-car pack now. That's going to be way faster than the 38 of Leffler on his own. 5-car breakaway. Make that 6. Brendan Gaughan still able to hang on to the draft slightly. He's trying to reel these guys back in. He's got a pack of cars behind him as well. They might actually bunch up and catch the 38 car. Leffler is a sitting duck here from Daytona. Things could not get any more interesting the way they have gone. This is probably the best case scenario with a lap traffic race. We know Leffler is going to use any draft he can get from lap traffic, even if it's just a little bit. He's getting a little bit of a suck from the 36 of Kenny Wallace down the back straightaway, or a pull rather. But now can't figure out where to go. Had to check up. Here comes the pack steaming behind him. They also slam on the brakes, nearly collide. Here comes Tony Raines slipping through. Raines down on the bottom. Leffler up high, getting past Robert Richardson Jr. They split him. Here comes Leffler now, back in front of the pack, and everybody got slowed down. That's going to benefit Leffler because they won't just blow by him like we thought he would. Now they're back on an even playing field here. Now here comes Justin Allgaier looking low. Allgaier to the inside of Raines. That car is just too strong for the 34 car to contend. But if the underdogs can work together, maybe Leffler can get up there and pull the 34 past the 12, and that's exactly what he's trying to do, but it's not enough. Allgaier still has the nose inside, and here comes another strong car in the 62 of Brendan Gaughan. Gaughan is now in the mix. Here comes Allgaier looking underneath Jason Leffler. Leffler has to negotiate one more lap car by the end of this race. It's the 30 of Stanton Barrett. There's another group up there, but they're not going to catch him by the end of this thing. Allgaier and Gaughan side by side, or at least they were for a second. They hop back in line. They see a lap car coming up. Can they get past cleanly? Stanton Barrett right in the middle of the racetrack, and last minute decision for Leffler to move to the bottom. That stacked everybody back up. Now Leffler moves up top, trying to break the draft. Down the back straightaway, heading into 3 and 4. Leffler trying to pull a gap yet again. Here comes Allgaier. They're getting held up further behind. Coming to the white flag this time by. It'll be one lap to go here from Daytona. Can Jason Leffler hang on and win at the World Center of Racing? Here comes Casey Atwood yet again. Atwood looking for his own comeback story, similar to what we saw with Brian Refner last season in the past series. Atwood to the inside, clears Allgaier without even a fight. Here comes Gaughan trying to follow suit as well. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Heading through 3 and 4. Here comes Casey Atwood to the inside. Leffler left the door open slightly too long. Casey Atwood with a move, but can Leffler get the run off the banking? It's going to be side by side at the line. Casey Atwood is going to pull ahead. Atwood wins at Daytona. And Leffler was oh so close to getting that first career win. Didn't pull down to the bottom in time. Heartbreak for Jason Leffler, but man, what an effort. That is going to do it. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.